Hello, my friends, and welcome to another Number Corner. I love Number Corner because it is the way we start our day. We warm up our brains. We do all the things date and math and shape related to warm up our brains, help us become super duper smart, and really it's just kind of fun, right? We sing, we talk, it's not too serious. So hopefully at home you are enjoying Number Corner as much as I am here. But let's go ahead and start our day. Oh my goodness, I have our card turned around. I was a little too excited. Yesterday was Thursday, so let's think about what today is as we're singing our days of the week. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 All right, yesterday was Thursday. So if yesterday was Thursday, what is today? Hint, hint, it's my favorite day. Friday, good. Yesterday was Thursday, so today is Friday. Let's look at our Friday card. What is our date on this wonderful, marvelous Friday? Good, it's the number 12, which means it's the 12th day of the month. What month? Say it with me. February. Good. Let's put our whole date together. Are you ready? Today is Friday, February 12th, 2021. Good. We know February is our second month. It goes January, February. So if it's month number 2 and it's the 12th day, we have all the things we need to go update our date card. So we're going to leave that number 2 right there in the month column. In the day column, we're going to erase yesterday's date and write today's, which is a 1 and a 2 for the 12th. And for the year, we're going to leave that as 21. So everything that we write our date on today will have 2-12-21. Now, if you want to write the date in the longer version, remember February abbreviated or shortened is FEB. We change this to the 12th. And the full year is 2021. Let's go practice writing our date on our calendar grid observation chart. All right, we are at the bottom of the chart, so Mrs. Sae-Wong has to make herself short. Let me grab our date card before I have to make myself short. Everybody shout out the date. What is it? 2-12-21. All right, let's look at today's date card. What shapes are on our card today? Let's look at those. What are our shapes? There's 4 sides. They're long and skinny. What shape does that look like? Good. I heard you all shouting from home. They are rectangles. Now let's look. Is A a rectangle and B a rectangle? They sure are because they both have 2 long and 2 short sides. 2 long, 2 short. So we're going to say rectangle for A and rectangle for B. And we just counted them, but let's remind ourselves, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4 sides for our rectangles. And if there are 4 sides, how many vertices? Well, let's look at our pattern. If there's 4 sides or 4 vertices, 3 sides, 3 vertices. So however many sides there are, that's how many vertices. But let's count just to be sure. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices. All right, now here comes that big word. Ready? Are these congruent or not congruent? Remember, congruent is where they are exactly the same. Exactly the same size. No difference whatsoever. Well, they're both rectangles, so aren't they congruent? Well, it's kind of hard to tell on the card, so let's go ahead and use our geoboards to take a look, figure out if they're congruent. So here is our shape A, rectangle. Here is our shape B, rectangle. So no matter how we turn our shape B rectangle, does it ever totally match up? This is always so hard for Mrs. Sae-Wong on the computer. How about we just do this? Do those look the same? Are they going to be the same any way I turn it? Nope. So if they are not the same, they are not congruent. So let's update our observation chart as not both rectangles, but they are not the same size, so they are not the same. Awesome. Thanks for your help, friends. Whew, I get to stand back up. It's hard to make myself short. Okay. Yesterday, remember, was day 100. That means our number line is going to start all over. Right, let's take a look at our number line. So, starting at the number 100, we have to count on or count forward from 100. Are you ready? 100, 100, and super smart, 101. We're starting right back at that 1. So let's update our days in school chart. Okay. As we saw yesterday, Mrs. Sae-Wong has to write a little bit smaller. I have a tendency to write really big. So when we are writing the number 101, we have a 1, 0, 1. If we're going to write that whole word out, it is 100, 1. So even though we say 101, when we write it out, we write 101. So how many hundreds do we have? Hundreds. This is a long word to write. Remember, this is our hundreds column. So how many hundreds do we have? We have 100. How many tens? We have 0 tens. How many ones? We have 1, right? Okay. So remember, when we're counting by hundreds, we've only practiced counting by tens, where we go 10, 20, 30. So when we count by our hundreds, we go 100, 200, 300. So if we have 1 in our hundreds, that means we have 100. Okay. Now we need to add our tens. How many tens do we have? 0 tens. So we're going to say plus 0. And then how many ones? Just one. So that means we have one day all by themselves. So we have 100 plus 0 plus 1 gives us our 101. Woo! All right. So we've been filling in our days in school across a row, and that's one way we can graph it. But for our next 100 days in school, we are going to practice graphing up. So this time we're going to start at the bottom left-hand corner, and that's our 101st day in school, right there. We're done coloring in our charts at home, so you get to just kick back and relax. I do all the work in the coloring. Lucky duckies. All right. Last thing we're going to talk about, our Unifix Cube collection. Today is Friday, so this is our last collection of the week. Trying to make some room. Mrs. Sae-Wong always has stuff everywhere, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. We are collecting our black cubes today, so I have my black ones ready. Let me spin our spinner. Oh, on the line. The spinner likes the lines. Oh my goodness. Are you ready for this? We landed on the number 10. So that means we need to count out 10 cubes for our collection. Count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 black cubes to add to our collection. That means we have to fill in our 10 cubes on our collection chart. Are you ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that's a lot of collecting. Okay, now we need to fill out our card to figure out how many cubes we've collected. So, let me fill this out. Okay, so here we go. We have 8 purple, 3 green, 5 orange, 7 red, and 10 black. Those are a lot of numbers to add up. So we're going to use our board to help us do just that. So this week we're going to do something a little different than last week because we have lots of different ways we can add numbers together. Let's see the best place so that my big old head is not in the way as I'm writing things down. Okay, so we have 8 purple. We have 3 green, 5 orange, 7 red, and 10 black. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to add these two together and then these two first and foremost. So if we have 8 plus 3, so let's count on from 8. Ready? So 8, 9, 10, 11. What is 8 plus 3? 11. So if we add those together, that gives us 11. How about 5 plus 7? So if we start with 5 and we add our 7, so we're going to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is 5 plus 7? 12. Good. And then we're going to leave that 10 alone for just a minute. So we've added our 8 and our 3. We've added our 5 and our 7. So now we have 11 plus 12. Remember, when we're adding our numbers, we're going to pretend like there's an imaginary line. And we're only going to look at our ones column first. So we're going to say 1 plus 2 equals, I'm throwing things, 1 plus 2. So we have 1, 1, 2 equals 3. 1 plus 1 equals 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay, so we added our 11 and our 12. Those numbers are done. So now we have 23, but we can't forget about this 10 over here. So now we're going to take our 23 plus our 10. So remember, we're going to draw this imaginary line, and we're only going to look at our ones place first. So we have 3 plus 0. What is 3 plus 0? 3. Good. And then we have 2 plus 1 equals, so we have 2 plus 1 equals 3. Awesome. So we have a total of 33 cubes collected this week. Let me write that down on our card. 33 cubes. So this week is 33. Week 1, we had 29. Which week had more cubes? Week 1 or week 2? Which number is bigger? You bet 33 is bigger. So 33 is greater than 29. So week 2 had more cubes than week 1. Got it? So our alligator mouth is going to eat that 33. And we're going to talk about that more after we're done collecting for week 3. And we're going to compare these numbers and we're going to do some things with them for the last week of February. So for now, I'm going to save our totals right here. We're going to keep our collections going. Next week, we're going to collect some more, and we're going to figure out which week had the most, which week had the least. We're going to do all kinds of fun things. But that's it, my friends. I know this was a little longer. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I'll see you a bit later. Bye, friends.